guys, it's Andrea with Top Bites. Today I've got a cute little cutting board project I'm going to do with our country living stencil. I don't know if you've seen this, but look how adorable this barn is. This came out last year. I think it was in our fall edition, but this barn is just adorable. So we're going to use this, and we're going to I'm going to put it on this cute little wooden board, breadboard, I guess, or cutting board, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to call it is. That's what we're going to put it on. So if you're watching today, just comment hashtag replay. Let me know where you're watching from. And if it's your, if it's your first time seeing our stencils, let me know that. Our stencils are silk screen and reusable, so you can reuse these. And this is, so the first thing you're going to want to do when you're working on wood surface like this, you're going to want to make sure you fuzz the stencil. Typically, if I'm working on a fabric project, you don't have to fuzz. So you very rarely see me fuzzing because I don't use, I do a lot of ink projects. I love the ink. I love doing fabric. So this is chalk paste that I'll be using today. So you got to fuzz. You have to fuzz the stencils. And what it's doing is it's picking up a little bitty fuzz from your towel. You can use any kind of towel as long as it has lint. And it keeps it from sticking really hard to your surface. You don't want it to stick hard and stretch your stencil. You want the stencil to stay just like it is. So typically I fuzz 2 or 3 times. Sometimes more. Just depends on the surface I'm going to be putting it on. Okay, I think that's good. And I'm just going to be using the, as you see, you can see that little mesh in there. So that's what makes our stencil so unique, is that silk screen mesh. And I'm only going to be using the top part. I'm not going to be using the country living part. Just going to put the barn on here. Okay. And once you get down there, I like to go from center and press out. You want to make sure you get all the air bubbles out. You don't want any air bubbles. And if your project is just a little bit like uneven, you want to make sure it's sticking to it really good. Smooth, flat surface is the best to work on. If you have a surface that has little dimples and ridges in it, you may get a little bleed from it, but making sure it's stuck down really good and it's a smooth surface, you're going to get a really good project out of it. And I'm using our glittering black chalk paste. So this is chalk paste. It is washable. So I don't know if you've checked out all of our, it's kind of like a gray. It's kind of a lighter black. It turns out kind of a gray, shimmery. All of our glittery colors I love. I use these all the time. These are my favorite, the ones that's got glitter in it. So they're absolutely my favorite. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to spread it over. So you want to go right above the silk screen and then just pull it down. And it doesn't take a lot of pressure. You just, you know, a little light pressure. I always kind of say light medium. It's not hard at all. It's just a kind of a light pressure going over. And you want to make sure you're using our squeegees. And as you see, I'm still on my same dip that I did. It doesn't take a lot, so you can take it and move it around. You just want to make sure the silk screen part gets covered. It doesn't take a lot of paste to do a project. One jar will last you a good while. You'll get many, many projects out of it. I'm surprised I haven't used this stencil yet since it came. I've had it for a while and just haven't figured out what project what I wanted to put it on. It'd be cute on a shirt, to be honest. I could wear a barn shirt. I love making shirts. And our spring stencils, if you haven't heard, our spring stencils just launched this past Wednesday. So we've got a bunch of new stencils that are on the website right now. A lot of Easter, a lot of flowers, everything spring. So make sure you go check out the website and check out some of the new stencils. And they're releasing, we have new stencils releasing every Wednesday. So we'll have a few releases through February. But if you're, and they released some from last year. So if you're wanting those, I'd go ahead and grab those because I don't know how many they have of them. And my website, I'll put my website at the bottom, but it's magnoliacrafting.com. Okay, so once you get everything covered, you just want to make sure you don't have any white spots. You know, silk screen's completely covered up. You don't want to have any lines from the medium. Go back and take off any extra. You don't want any extra on here. You want to smooth out those lines because those lines will come through. So you definitely don't want any lines. So I just kind of lightly brush over to get the lines out. And that's it. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up slow. That way, if I miss a spot or I think I need to put a little bit more, I can just lay it back down, put a little bit more, and then pull it up and it'll be fixed. So I just always go slow. Oh, that's cute. Ah, I love it. Oh my gosh, that turned out perfect. It came out amazing. Okay, so now with the chalk paste, I do not have to wash this immediately because chalk paste is washable. So it's going to wash out of your stencil easy. So you don't have to worry about going and putting it in a little water bath right away. So I can just stick it right there and I can wash it later. And no big deal. Now for our chalk paste, for this to be permanent, what you would want to do is, let me show y'all real quick. Look how cute that turned out. Isn't that cute? That's amazing. I get amazed every time I pull a stencil off. But anyway, so if you wanted to use this, and you didn't want it to wash off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get, for like, if you're going to want to use this for like a breadboard or something, I would find a Mod Podge food safe sealant. So they do make food safe sealants for breadboard. Now I would not use this as a cutting board because you don't want to be cutting into the design and then the chalk paste coming out and stuff. So I definitely would not use it as a cutting board. But as a breadboard, you could definitely use it as, and just use that food safe sealer. Now if you were using our stencils on something else that wasn't for food, you can seal it with like a Krylon clear spray, something like that to make it permanent. So, all right, well, I hope I got paste on my fingers. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And this is, I think this is called the Country Living Stencil. So it is on my website. Let me know what y'all think, and thank y'all for watching.